It's rolled over you like a bloody skateboard ramp. And then it's gone up your bum and then rolled back down on your head again.
That's right. Basically, yes.
This is like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, the point is that I didn't lose the pole.
All right, here we go. Back in the sauna for another sauna session show. We've just been practicing our alliteration. I'd like to introduce the audience to Petro Geyl. How are you, Petro?
Pretty good.
We've just got these new socks. I know for anyone listening, we've got some windshield or wind socks that have gone over these microphones, and so they're for plosives. So for people that don't know, it's the P sound. So it stops that.
He really used the socks out of my gym shorts.
That's right. That's why it's a little bit whiffy on the nose. Yeah. I've just learned something about
Sorry.
Now, while I explain who Petro is, do you want to do the honorary ladling of the first water onto the rocks? Now, just for a bit of
who Petro is.
Yeah, just who is Petro?
Or was.
Just don't burn your hand either. Yeah, that's good.
Is that enough?
That's good. Yeah, you got a little bit of eucalyptus there. Smelling something through the sinuses?
Oh, yeah, it's cleaning my nose.
Good. Yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, I should behave.
Don't behave. You're in the sauna now. You can do it. There's no rules. Now,
okay.
Petro, I met you about, 15 years ago? 10, 15?
Easy.
Yeah, okay.
I
think it was like at a business group or business lunch or something. And you were in the real estate game at the time and working for up here on the sunny coast for Innovate Property. How long have you been doing the real estate thing for?
18 years.
18 years. Okay.
All right. Something like that.
Yep.
But I worked for a few agencies.
Yep. But that's not what it, like, we
Mainly
saw
because I wasn't any good, so they kicked me out.
They kicked you out.
No,
Okay.
that's not true. This is a bit of bullshit. I know you're trying to be serious.
Pitch perfect Petro. No, there's nothing serious about this bloody podcast at all.
Shay's very shrilly.
Yeah, well, I sell seashells by the seashore as well. Yeah. But
you can do that better than I can.
Oh, well,
I get all tongue-tied.
Yeah, well, it's, we won't get into that, your tongue-twisting nature. But when we met, I remember meeting you, and it was nothing to do with what you did or what you got up to. I just remember you had this cheeky look about you. Really? And there's always shits and giggles going on with you. And you love to have a good time. Yeah. And even just the smirk you're giving me right now is like...
I do not know what you're talking about.
You're mischievous. Yeah.
That's me. Yeah, I'm mischievous.
But I feel like you've also worked out how to not take life too seriously. And that was sort of the connection as well. As like, because back in the day, I was doing a few real estate videos for you.
That's right.
Yeah, and but they were always a bit of fun, weren't they? Like, and you didn't want to be like any other real estate agent either.
Life's too short.
Yeah. So what's your thing with life? To always put a smile on your face and always positivity. And where does that come from with you, Petro?
Oh, Jesus!
Did I go too deep? Too soon?
No, mate. Not with that sock you didn't.
Let me just, I put this was on one of your pages and I thought this is the epitome of Petro. The epitome of Petro, right?
The epitome of Petro. There you go, that alliteration.
Yeah, it's happening again. Don't age with grace, age with mischief, audacity, and a great story to tell. And I thought that's you in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always...
So where does that come from?
Well, I've always been naughty.
Yes, okay.
I was always getting into trouble at school.
Yep.
And my mother had a rough time with 7 kids on her own.
Where did you fit into that?
I was the youngest of 7.
There's something about that.
So, see, the youngest gets to do anything it wants, really.
Yeah, right.
The most spoiled.
Okay, but you played up on it too. And then
as much as I could.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now, what did you say, you're 73?
73,
yeah. And that's gone through your whole bloody life. You've never changed.
Pretty much. I'm still pretty much the same.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm probably starting to revert. Which is a bit of a worry. Trust me, it's a bit of a worry. especially with the history behind me now.
What's the history?
My life experiences,
Oh, okay, right.
When I was little, I didn't have any life experience.
Yeah, true. Okay. So what sort of things would you do as a kid to get? Would you get under mum's skin or your brothers and sisters? What mischievous things did you get up to that...
No, I was pretty obedient.
Okay, right.
Amongst the older siblings.
Right. Okay. What's the age gap? You're the youngest. What's the oldest?
The oldest is 87.
Okay, so about 15 years or so.
Yeah,
Right.
the oldest is 14 years, yeah.
Right. Right.
But what I used to get up to? Just naughty stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, we throw crackers up the stormwater pipe
Yeah. Right.
over at Kings Beach when we were kids.
Hang on. So you've been a Sunshine Coaster for your whole
I grew
life?
up here. I grew up in Cleveland.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right. Whereabouts?
Up in Arthur Street.
The steepest street in Caloundra?
Yes, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
up,
that?
up on this side of Arthur Street, up on the top.
That all makes sense now. Why you're the way you are. I'm surprised you don't have one leg longer than the other. That's like.
Well, we used to do some pretty crazy things with trolley carts and
Oh, I've been there.
skateboards.
Yeah. It used to be like after a couple of drinks, people would go up there with a shopping trolley from the IGA or whatever, and just let it go, wouldn't they?
I wasn't around then.
No, yeah.
I had vacated Caloundra for a number of years.
Oh, did you? Okay, well, where'd you go?
Off to Sydney for a while.
Yep. Okay.
14, 15 years.
Yep. All right.
Then back into Brizzy and back up to the range, up at Montfort. I was up there for
Montville. Yeah. Were you?
fair while.
And your brother up there?
I've got a brother up there. I've got two brothers up there.
They own the chapel.
One owns the chapel,
Yeah.
and the other's retired. It's the oldest one.
Okay. All right. That is one of the most beautiful chapels I think I've ever.
It's a stunning building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the intricacy, like in the wood, whoever the artisan was that went through that, put little mice and frogs and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like for kids, they just blow their minds, the creativity and the imagination that went behind that place. So
it's a beautiful building.
yeah. And how about the rest of your siblings? Are they all on the coast?
One's dead.
Okay. All right.
No, two are dead.
Right. I don't know what I'm laughing about.
I'm just not into
It's
this.
because you're laughing at it.
I'm not into this. They've passed, you know.
No. Yeah.
When you die, you're dead.
Yeah. Okay.
End of story.
Okay.
Like
So
you're
this is
either
why
gonna
we
get-
got on.
You're either going
Folks,
to
it was just
get stuck in a hole or you're going to get cremated, you know.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you're lucky.
So do you think that's one of the reasons you don't take life too seriously? Is like, you know, we're all coming to this, you know.
I don't think it's worth it.
No. Okay. All right.
I've always been. I'm of a sunny disposition. Don't get me wrong. I can get depressed.
Yeah.
I can get
just
pretty
like every
cranky,
other
you know.
human. Yeah. You get cranky. I've never seen Petro cranky.
Oh,
I'd
I
like
get
to see that.
cranky,
Yeah.
Somebody using the shits enough. I get cranky. Don't you worry about that.
Well, you don't. Well, see, I think you value your time as well. You don't want people wasting your time. So would that be a big
Not
part of it?
anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for quite a few years, probably the last 15, 20 years.
Right. Okay.
I'd rather not waste my time and rather not waste anybody else's time.
Yep. Yeah.
I tend to get straight to the point.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
And most people don't like that.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like it's kind of a lost art. We kind of go around the roundabout 7 times before we get to what we really want to say.
Yeah, well, I was at Bunnings yesterday or the day before yesterday. Yeah. And one of the staff, they said, "Oh, how are you?" I said, a bit sore. A sore shoulder. And I said, "But you don't really want to hear that, do you?" She said, "No." I said,
Well,
"Okay."
she was honest.
I said, that's what I said to her. Oh, at least you're honest. So, you know.
Yeah, well, you got to pick your battles too. Like,
Yeah, of course.
You know, yeah. But you've always had this nature about you that you kind of. It's like we're only on this planet for a fleeting time.
Yes.
So make the most of it and enjoy it. You know.
You can enjoy it and you can be serious about it at the same time.
I think you can. Yeah. It's that balance. Yeah.
Because life is serious. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah. Well, when did you work out life is hard?
I don't think it's hard.
You don't think it's hard?
No.
You think it's easy?
We make it hard.
Oh, that's true. Oh, there we go. I like this.
We
All
make
right.
it hard. That's it.
Yeah. So have you felt it's always been...
No, I've had my times where I've made life hard.
Yeah, okay.
And it doesn't make a difference.
No, okay. Yeah. But I suppose that's what also chisels you into the person you are today, but going through those tough times.
Well, yeah, and I
you
can
learn,
still do
you
it.
grow.
If I start making something hard, I start getting cranky. And
Yeah.
Renee will say, "Oi,"
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, okay.
because there's no bouncing anything around her. She just goes, "Oi."
Just shows she pulls you in the line, or
I would never admit that.
Rennie,
Okay,
I
Rennie,
love you. Big hugs to Rennie. But like, in some ways, like we,
I'm like anybody. I can get cranky and nasty and shitty and carry on like a pork chop.
Yep.
And she just won't take my shit.
Well, that's
the way it should be.
That's a good partner. Yeah, I think Sarah's the same for me. And I think if I was still single, I'd be still doing the same shit. So having someone to pull you into line and remind you, that hang on, that's not on.
No, that's right.
Is good to have. Yeah, because
Can I have a drink?
No, you can't. You got to dehydrate yourself as quickly as possible. Let me just put another steam on the sauna. Yeah, please stay hydrated through the. Yeah. Well, we're flying at 30,000 feet.
A bit more water on.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, if that's just watch your hand. Don't burn your hand. Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah.
Just joking.
So you're telling me before you love a sauna.
Yes.
Okay, so where do you? What's your sauna ritual?
I don't.
Do you wear one of these hats?
No, I don't have one. But I tell you what, I think I might buy one. I like it. It's cute.
That one's yours. You can have that on the way out.
It's like a little tulip one.
Yeah. But you can have it. But I just want a photo from you in the next sauna that you're in Caloundra. Wearing your.
I don't
sauna
do
hat.
saunas anywhere really.
Okay,
but you do love them.
You do love them.
When I go travelling, if there's a sauna in the hotel or whatever, I'll be first in.
Yep.
And probably last out.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're an experienced sauna goer.
I like them.
Yeah. Okay.
I like them. I'm thinking of actually getting one in the backyard myself.
Well, I can help you put one of these together. This is about 10 grand plus hard wiring, about 11. So but I tell you, in the first,
I might have to get back into the game.
Sarah and I put this up, and
10 grand, seriously?
Yeah.
Jeez.
But within the first month, we both looked at each other because you have personal time with your wife in the sauna, having a chat about everything, but you're excreting all this shit out of your body as well. So
not just out of our mouth.
No, it's a double up there. Yeah. You're doing it out of the mouth and out of the body.
Yeah.
But the reason I started this is because in some ways I feel like the conversation can be better when you're actually
relaxed a bit.
Yeah. But also the body's under a bit of pressure.
Got a stuck in your mouth.
That's right. You got to learn to relax when you got a sock in your mouth.
That's right, mate. I tell you,
especially when it's in a Petro's gym bag.
It is a little sort of like distracting. But no, what I was going to say? Oh, you're going to go away for a couple of weeks holiday? You and Sarah?
Well, we've just booked in a cruise at the end of the year. I've never been on a cruise.
When are you leaving?
December the 1st, 1st to the 6th of December.
1st. I think I'll come and look after your place.
Okay.
You may not have a sauna when you come back. It might have been transported up the street.
Like, Petro, why does the sauna smell like dirty socks?
Because I'd mark everything with permanent marker. So
yeah, okay. You're one of those people, are you?
Yes,
right. It's like, I thought it was bloody for whiteboards, but no, it's a permanent Sharpie.
Yeah, that's me. Because then you unassemble it, and then you put it back together, right? So,
but anyway, well, I just, as I told you, this was the one thing with this sauna. Like when I put it in piece by piece down the backyard, it was 2B pencil on every piece.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned.
Rained that night, and every letter was washed off. So that was good fun putting it together.
Yes.
Yeah, this should actually be square.
But it's good because it makes square. Yeah, that'll be right. That way I might build things, but no, just all right.
Well, you're always welcome.
We've digressed again, Shane.
No, well, that's part of the conversation, But you've been
it's getting hot here.
But I'm like, have you ever been on a cruise?
Yes, once. Hated it.
Okay, all right. I'm glad I talked to you about this. What didn't you like about cruises? Because I've never been on one, but I'm curious because
where you going?
We're going on a Royal Caribbean cruise up to Airlie Beach and back 5 days. And I think
that might be different. Right? Yeah, it might be different.
Well, my one concern is I get a bit of cabin fever, or I just get a bit itchy feet, and I want to get the hell off the boat after day 2 or 3.
That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where you like day 1 or 2, 3. You're okay.
Well, when I travel, I like to get in the car.
Yeah. Yep.
Stop wherever I feel like. Get out of the car.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
Yep.
But when you're on a cruise, you can't.
No. Okay.
Stay.
So are you one of those travellers, like if you go see the Leaning Tower of Pisa, you go, yep, there it is, let's go?
No.
No, you'll hang around for a bit?
Not that bad.
Okay. Are you the person that stands there and says, hey, Reenie, take a picture of me holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Are you one of those people?
No, I take a picture of everything.
Okay, right.
Once I stop talking to everybody else around me.
Yeah. Because when it comes to travelling, I'm more about the experiences with people.
Me
right?
too.
So I see the Tower of Pisa, yep, there we go. All right, cool. And I can sit there and marvel at it for about 10 minutes, but then I lose total attention and, it's like, okay, let's move on. But I know some people want to go out and go up it and stand on the east side of it, the west side, and check out and read all the stuff. And I just don't give a shit. But you got to work out what kind of traveller you are.
I'll tell you a little secret.
Yeah,
it's not really a secret, but I'll tell it to you.
I feel like we're whispering that as it is.
When it's a secret, you got to whisper a bit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you can put your hand up too.
Back in the day, back in the 70s, when I travel, I was not interested in anything to do with architecture, buildings, or anything whatsoever.
Okay.
Right? I used to just travel.
Yeah, right. Well,
probably because I was, I don't know, stupid.
No, but it's just,
let's say stupid for now, right?
Did you have a curriculum? There was no, just you did what you did, and then you worked out the next day.
Travel.
You just travelled,
basically.
Okay. Yeah.
But the point was that I could not be bothered going into old buildings.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah.
Now, when I started travelling with Reenie, and we went to Greece.
That was just recently.
First trip. Now, our first trip was 2005.
Okay, right.
To Greece.
Yep.
I got thoroughly involved.
Right. Okay.
Right, with the ancientness of things.
Okay. Yep.
And in particular, churches.
There you go. Okay. So you're going.
I'm not a churchgoer.
No. Okay. So what was the intrigue?
I think just the architecture and and the way they're built and and in a lot of cases the inane stupidity of things, as well as the intense mankind desire to belong to something.
Right.
All those sort of things.
Yeah.
Which created all these things.
Where are you from?
My mother.
Oh, okay. Geyl, the name Geyl, though. Where's it from?
Oh, geez, don't start on that.
Well, we're not going to. Well, let's touch it on for 20 seconds.
Geyl, good. Well, the old man's side of the family came out of the Ukraine.
Ukraine, okay.
And my mother's side of the family was a bunch of Polish gypsies.
Oh, shit, okay. That explains a lot. Okay. So.
Well, there's another story there altogether, but anyway, we won't go into that today.
But I know, I get what you're saying, like with you, and you sort of sit back on it a bit and you marvel at it and you take it all in, and then you start wanting to educate yourself about these and you probably can't work out why, but you've just got to pull to it.
I just absorb it.
Yeah.
I just go in. It's like I don't really like doing tours.
Yeah, tours do.
Got to listen to somebody else.
Yeah.
But we did one through the Vatican, which is really good.
Yeah.
A bit of an eye-opener, which was good.
Yep.
But there's a place at the Acropolis in Athens.
Yep.
And I think about it, it makes me a bit emotional. But there's a spot in front of the Acropolis, in front of the Pantheon,
that
I can go and stand on, and I'll start crying.
Can you why?
You tell
me.
You
don't know.
You tell me.
And are you looking up? Where are you looking?
I'm just standing there.
So it's an experience.
Looking at the building, right?
There's an energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's only this one spot.
Wow. Okay.
I can move off over there 10, 15 feet. It stops.
Really?
And I come back on and...
Holy shit.
I reckon I've either been...
there.
Yeah. Or somebody there. Or something really bad happened.
To you there.
To me or to someone there.
Again,
sometime.
Again, explaining a lot.
And a number of years later.
There you go. Have you got a picture of this or a video of...
No.
But you just, 2 steps off, different, but in a certain spot.
5 years later.
Yeah.
I said to Rooney, we're going to go and test this.
Yeah.
So we went up again.
Yeah.
Sure enough, same spot.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah.
Wow. And you can't
think about it. I think about it now and go, odd.
Some shivers down your spine.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
And you can't explain why. It's just that one spot in front of the Pantheon.
Yep.
Is there a couple of Pantheons?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think it's...
But I'm talking about the buildings up on the top of the hill.
Yeah,
on the
right.
rock.
Right, okay. Hang on, so have you got to travel up a...
Walk.
How far up to get to this pantheon?
Shit, I don't know.
Like, are you just
5-minute walk.
Are you just buggered and cry from exhaustion?
No shame. No shame.
So, Rennie, we got to get all the way back down again.
Actually, I never thought of that. I'm going to put some more. But yeah, so.
But I know what you mean. There is, like when it was in Venice, I loved Venice, and I kind of worked out why is because there was no cars.
Yeah.
And there was like these little bloody alleyways, and I love just exploring. I like to explore places that I'm not supposed to be.
Oh, you're like me. I do the same.
Yeah.
If there's a door.
Yep, I've got to open it. You know,
and if it's not openable,
yeah, it's like, well,
I'm going to walk around the building and see if there's
go get my monkey wrench.
Nearly.
But
yeah,
even
inquisitive.
In the Vatican, so we went through and I'm like, there's got to be secret books that you pull out, and there's got to be, all the roped off section. I just want to, we were in the Vatican, and you get the little headset, and the guy's it's his 12th bloody tour, so he's bought us, out of his tree. Yeah. And so we gave all our headsets back to him and just did the tour of ourselves, and you're looking up at the bloody Sistine Chapel and Michelangelo's work, but it's
stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, but the energy from him is monotonous and boring, and I just want to get that out of my ear. Yeah. So as a group, we just handed it, and he's like, "Can we just do the tour ourselves?" And I go, "Yeah, go for it. Do whatever you want." So yeah, but there is. I know what you mean. And I think it's something very ancient. With what's over there that there's a presence and an energy that makes you feel something, because I definitely...
And it's undeniable.
Yeah, yes, yeah. And I don't know anything in Australia that makes you...
Uluru.
I've never done Uluru.
Go
yeah.
There. It
Okay.
changed when we went in 2007.
Yep. You can't climb on Uluru anymore, can you?
No.
That's right.
And after we spoke with a few people, we wouldn't have climbed it anyway.
Right, okay.
But it's gave me a whole different perspective on what Australia is.
Okay, right. Where were you standing?
We went right around it.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
we walked
all right,
around.
but you felt a presence. There was something...
Yeah, it's just that area, Uluru and Alice Springs and all that, and that the western part of our country. It's a different world, but it's Australia.
Yeah, okay.
To me, it's more Australia than the coast.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's...
Our culture sits out there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yep. I know what you mean. Yep. But
not by the sea.
Yeah.
Unless you're a seafaring man.
Are you? Well, I wouldn't change it for the world. I love it by the ocean.
I wouldn't live anywhere else but by the ocean.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, my experience of going out west changed my perspective on what is Australia.
Yeah.
Ask me to describe it and explain it. I probably can't really.
All right, that's going in the book with Sari. I've never been to NT. That's crazy.
Yeah, we still got to go there.
Yeah. So there's all up north there, and it needs a lot of exploring. Yeah. There's so many things to do before we bloody exit stage left, isn't there?
Not enough time to muck around.
No. So what's the next adventure for you? You traveling?
We're going to Greece 9 days' time.
Okay, so the last time was 15 years ago.
Last time we were in Greece was 2015.
Can you get Rainey to get a picture of you crying in front of the Pantheon for me? Just a quick one. I'll just put it on Messenger for me, Rainey.
It might have worn out by now, but anyway. I don't know. I think it was 2015 we were last in Greece.
Yep. Okay.
Or was it 2010? No, 2010. That's right, 15 we went to LA. Yeah, that's right. No, 2010.
And so that's the only change you find as a traveller is you're starting to absorb more things, and like Pantheons are starting to do things or you're starting to educate yourself on certain landmarks.
I'm no less inquisitive than what I was.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm becoming less, I'm no less impulsive.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make myself sound like I'm a priest or something, but no, I'm not. I'm still basically a naughty boy, but I'm not in a rush anymore.
No, okay. Well, that
Not
was
enough time, but it's
Yeah.
not in a rush.
Yeah. Now, like I saw this other thing that you were talking about with the ikigai, the Japanese concept of a sense of having a sense of purpose, and I was reading the 10 rules. So stay active, don't retire. I think that's just a must, isn't it? If you retire from your job, and the percentage of people that retire from life after they retire from their jobs and lose their purpose is astronomical, I think. So you've got to keep moving, haven't you?
You've got to keep active.
Yeah.
But you know what they say?
What do they say?
Life in retirement is very, very busy.
Yes.
But I've worked it out.
Yeah.
You know why it's very, very busy?
Because you're telling yourself it's really busy?
It takes twice as long to do shit.
Okay. Right. Just like the lights you got to go pick up and take back to Bunnings. Right. Example A. Right.
Example A. But anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah. No, well, but I looked at these things and I thought there's a lot of things in here that you are just the epitome of. Right, so take it slow, as you said. Just slow it down. I don't know when we became in a culture where everything was Red Bulls and mothers and V's and caffeinated up through the frickin' eyeballs and everyone's quick. And then I think when that happens, you can lose the art of conversation, or you're more dialed into what you want to say and not look like an idiot,
Correct.
as opposed to listening to what the other person's actually saying.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think
I'm
that's
still learning that technique.
I think we always are, because the one thing I do know is and I don't know if you do the same thing, because I know that you're a good conversationalist, but I spend a lot of time behind the computer, and I've got to get myself from behind that computer, and I will force myself to go to a party or something where I just have to converse with people and just get out of my comfort zone. Otherwise, you can lose the art of conversation. You know what I mean? So, you've got to keep moving and listening and backwards and forwards. But, I can see it a lot of people can get very rusty, and especially if you're spending, as we were saying before, 1,000 hours going through your freaking TikToks and your reels, right? And just mind-numbingly, just going, there's probably dribble coming out the side of your mouth while you're doing it. So you got to stay.
Some people would say that anyway.
I didn't want to say anything, Petro, but that's what the towel's there for, all right?
To wipe over the dribble.
You look at it.
Sorry, go on.
Keep going. This is the first time we've had 5 ladles in the 4 ladles. Don't fill your stomach.
Don't fill my stomach.
Yeah. I think don't overfeed yourself, it's like a Formula 1 car.
Why not?
Well, because then you just lay there going, oh, God, I can't move.
Well,
I think 3/4. Anyway,
the food's good.
This is on your list.
Where'd you get the list from? You made the list up.
No, this is the Ikigai, the 10 rules of engagement for Ikigai to find your purpose.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
This was on your bloody Facebook page. Yeah. Surround
It
yourself.
was?
Yeah. You actually, hey everyone, do these things. These are the 10 things I live by.
No, he's right, because I overfill my belly too much.
Okay. And
According to my wife.
Right. And so then you just out.
I've got to slow down.
Okay. All right. You don't have an esophagus thing where you eat meat and it gets stuck to you?
No.
Okay. I've got one of those things.
What does that mean?
If I get a bit excited sometimes, so if I eat a piece of meat, right, it'll get stuck here, and it's either going to come up or it goes down.
Seriously?
And sometimes, I
That's a
remember filming at a bloody show once, and the guy goes, "There's all this food here. Can you just go hell for leather?" So no, and I was starving. But when you're starving, you eat bigger portions.
When you've got to chew.
That's right.
36 times.
Yeah.
And then swallow.
Well, it was at a wedding.
It doesn't work if you go chomp chomp.
No. But that's what I used to love to do, and that was my thing. And but I've got to be on the camera, and sometimes it takes 2 minutes to go down, or sometimes it takes half an hour. And this thing just wouldn't go down, and I had to be on camera. And I'm like, it's either I got to throw it up or it goes into the stomach. You know, so it's one or the other. There's no mucking around. So you drink water, you jump up and down, you do.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Poor bugger.
Whatever it takes. But then you just know that you got to shoot this thing because, this is their wedding. It was a wedding. So, if you miss the speeches, what are they paying you for? I think I eventually got it down, but it took a long time, you know. But I was standing there going, oh, geez, I feel like, you know, yeah, and you feel like you're choking, yeah.
Yeah, no,
but
I don't have that problem.
Yeah. But 3/4 is a good. Don't overfill your stomach. Yeah. No. Surround yourself with good friends, good people.
Yes.
Surround yourself with some good people.
Yes.
I'd imagine.
Can't be bothered with a lot of people anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I just, you know.
Is it like the Pantheon? Like
it's rude.
There's a feeling. There's an energy.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. They'll be watching.
Don't knock on my door anymore.
But you get, like, the older you get a quick sense of a person within.
I've
10
always
seconds.
had a quick sense of a person.
Yeah.
I got that from my mum.
Yep.
But I didn't always trust it.
Yeah. Okay.
And probably the last decade, 15 years, I've learned to trust it more.
Yes. Yeah.
And now it's pretty much instant.
Yep.
I've got to actually be careful that I'm not being too judgmental.
Okay. Yep.
So that I'm not shutting the door before, you know,
Yep.
letting a bit of draft through.
Does this thing start curdling? If you run into someone that you think's actually quite sinister, and you're conversing,
I get it here.
do you? Yeah.
I feel it here.
It's only happened a couple of times, but I've felt it. It's like there's something up with this person that is.
Yeah. I go, yeah, nice to meet you. See
Yeah. And that's generally what needs to happen, and you excuse yourself. Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, you know, when I was like in my 20s and 30s and 40s even, I had to put up with shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what life was about.
Yep.
Because you had to put up with shit to do shit, to get shit.
Yeah.
And then it all turns to shit anyway.
Yeah.
So, but it takes a while to work that out.
Well, back in the ye old days.
Well, it took me a while to work that out.
Well, in the real estate industry, there's a lot of shit in there.
Constant.
Yeah. So how, like, because I don't tell, like, this is on these walls. It's all honesty and, you know, transparency. I didn't really see you as a real estate agent per se, but you're a very good one.
Most people reckon I'm not a real estate agent.
No, you're like, but
you know, I'm not the normal real estate agent.
No, you're not.
No.
But you still, but in some way, you're my kind of real estate agent. So if I wanted to buy a house, I'd come and see you because you're not full of shit, and generally,
well, it's not worth it.
No.
You know, and especially in today's world of litigation.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, you got to be careful, boys out there.
Yeah.
Stop talking shit.
Yep. Yeah. Because there's a lot of it.
Yeah. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Just straight out lies.
Yeah.
From some people.
All right, let's move down the list. Next one.
Simple as that.
Smile. Got to smile.
Why?
That's important, eh?
Smiling.
Yeah.
Why? What do you need to smile for?
Well, you just
No, you
don't have to. You ever notice with Trump, he's got his lips sort of come like a moon. It's like a total eclipse of the heart. It's it's backwards on itself. Yeah, but it's like years and years
He
of
smiles
just.
like a giraffe.
Does he? But it's important. Like it's.
Well, you got to
taking
smile
life
to
too
get
serious.
to get a smile. You got to give a smile,
I agree. Yeah. That's where like,
and it works. If you smile at somebody, you got to smile back.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying to you before about like the house. You want to give people value. Yeah. You want to show people that you're on their side. You want to give them energy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a transactional thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if you rock up with your shoulders down, your head down, and your Trump face on, people are going to go, "Fuck, I don't want to talk to that guy."
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I do an impression of Trump.
Do you? Can we hear it?
No, not today.
Into the windshield.
No.
Start with
it's a look.
your
It's a look.
perfect Petro.
I can only do it when my hair's really long. And
Okay.
I brush my hair back and I brush them a little bit then forward. And
Oh, right.
And I
You got
go to
that.
ring. I go, who am I? Jesus. Oh, no. I don't know.
He's kicked into Trump land again. Yeah. Reconnect with nature. I think that's important.
Yeah. Interestingly, I've never really been a nature type person as per se. Like some people are just head over heels.
But if I was to head down to Kings Beach at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning, would you and Rennie be walking along the esplanade there or the pathway?
I walk pretty much every morning.
Yeah.
Along the esplanade.
Yeah.
Along the boardwalk.
Yeah.
I take the dog out.
Do you get a little bit flustered if you're indoors too much? Like you've got to get the hell out and see the sun?
No, if I'm indoors, I'm indoors.
Yeah, okay.
I tend to be where I am when I'm there.
Okay.
So,
Right, yep.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm indoors, be indoors.
Yep.
If I'm outside, I'll be outside.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
But I get a great pleasure out of the yard now.
Okay.
Because I've got time to work in that.
Yeah. Here's your fire pit coming along. Did you have a fire pit at the back?
Oh, buried that.
Okay. we won't go into that. So I remember you gave me a tour of the house.
Yeah. Well, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But you had a thing up the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all changed.
Okay, right. Yeah.
You'll have to come over again.
I will.
I'm only up the road.
Practice gratitude. Do you do that?
Yes. Grateful for every day.
Yeah. Okay. Do you do that? Is it a practicing thing, or you're just grateful? You live in the now?
Yeah. I live here. I
Yep.
don't live over there.
Yep.
I'm grateful for what I got.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for what has been.
Yeah.
I'm still moving out of and away from regret.
Yes.
There are some things that I regret in life.
Okay.
But,
All right.
Learning to let go.
Yep. Yeah. But that is the thing, is looking in the past as something you can't bloody control.
Can't change it.
No. But it can be on loop in our heads, can't it? Because I know I've got mechanisms up here that stop me from thinking about those things.
How do you do that?
It's like stop thinking about Shay, you know. Yeah. And I'll kick in because I'll start.
Seriously?
The thought will enter my head.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's just a mechanism that I've got. It's like it's out of your control, Shay. So basically, it's just words that I say to myself. But then that stops the thought. I have to break the pattern. Because I think you can get into a focus or a train of thought of thinking about it all the time. That can do your head in. Yeah, that's not a fun way to live. So
no, I've been through those processes.
Yeah.
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 And it's a waste of time.
But sometimes you've got to go through them to realise, hang on.
But I can't just stop thinking about stuff.
No. Yeah. So you're a thinker.
I tend to think fairly
Yeah.
seriously,
Yeah, you're a serious thinker.
Yeah. I'm not all bloody
You're a
bells and
comedian on
whistles,
the outside, but a bloody serious thinker on the inside.
Well, the reality is I'm really quite introverted.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Most people don't get that.
No. Okay.
But if I go to a party,
yeah.
I can hang back a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless I know somebody there.
Right. Okay.
And then I'll jump in. But if I don't know anybody, I tend to hang back.
Okay. What's Rainey? Extrovert, introvert?
Rennie talks. She has no problem.
So let's say you go to a social gathering, nobody. Yes. You and Rennie walk in the door. What happens?
I become a shadow.
Okay. And Rennie will go find someone to talk to.
I become the shadow that I am, Shay, in Rennie's presence. Rennie is the. She's got good energy. People oriented.
Yeah.
And she's got good energy.
Yeah. Do you don't think you sit on the fence? Yeah. Not an introvert, extrovert, introvert? Because once you do get you started, you can't bloody stop you.
No, once I get going, that's right. But I've got to feel, it's more a feeling of security. It's feeling safe, I think.
Yeah.
Anything else. Sitting on the fence is no good.
No. You don't want to be doing that in life, Yeah.
That hurts.
Live in the moment.
Worse than this sock, mate. Sorry.
We've got 2 to go. Live in the moment.
Yep.
And that's I think that's important.
It's today.
Yeah.
It's right here and now.
How do you feel about that Petro today, as in 20, 30 years ago? Were you just part of the hustle and bustle and working and grinding?
30, let's go 30 years. I was 40.
Yeah.
That was a disaster time in my life.
Was it?
40.
Okay.
I was divorced.
Yep.
First divorce, probably the last.
Right, yeah.
That's up to Rennie. Sorry, Dal.
But you learn a lot from those. So what, you've been in, this is third marriage?
Rennie's second marriage.
Okay, right.
But prior to that, it was work.
Yeah, okay, right.
6-7 days a week.
Right. And you just weren't developing yourself, weren't living in the moment.
No.
Just grinding. And
after the first marriage, I spent a fair bit of money in therapy and personal development.
Okay.
Getting myself sorted, so to speak.
Yeah.
Still not sorted.
No, well, who is?
I just ran out of money. Had to go back to work.
What did you learn about yourself in personal development? Or developing yourself?
Then I'm okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm okay just as I am.
Yep. You're good enough. Yeah.
Basically.
How many hundreds of thousands of dollars you spent working that out?
About 275. Living expenses and therapists, and courses.
We're all good enough. Are we?
Yeah,
In our
but
own special way.
most of us are at different states of consciousness of not knowing that.
Yes. Yeah. Have you had any near-death experiences?
Yes.
Yeah. What happened?
I had half a light pole roll over the top of me.
What?
Once.
What did Rainey chop it down?
Serious.
Hang on. Explain this. What happened? So.
Well, I had a place at Sugarbag Road.
Yep.
And Sugarbag Road, it's like that.
Yeah.
Well, the side of it, off the side where we were living. And
Yeah,
I lived in a pole house. Right?
Right. Okay.
And there was a couple of offcuts of poles, probably from the house.
Yeah.
And at the side of the house.
Yep.
So I was wanting to shift it.
Okay.
And I can be a bit stubborn.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? So I like to do stuff. I just like to do it when I'm ready to do it.
And by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How heavy are these poles?
Pretty heavy.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
I can see where this is going. But yeah.
I slipped,
Yep.
went down, right?
Yep.
And the pole ran over the back of my neck.
Yeah.
But so I didn't want to, for some reason I stuck my backside up in the air
Right.
and didn't let the pole continue to roll over me because I didn't want the pole at the bottom of the hill.
Hang on. So it's rolled over you like a bloody skateboard ramp. And then it's gone up your bum and then rolled back down on your head again.
That's right. Basically, yes.
This
But
is like
the point
Looney
is-
Tunes.
Yeah, the point is that I didn't lose the pole. It did not go down the bottom of the hill. And I said, yes, success, I said.
The first time it rolled over you, you were fine. But when it rolled back down your ass, it did some damage.
It was the first time. First thing I said, yes, success.
Right.
And then the next minute,
No, failure.
I'm out of my body.
Yeah, all right.
I
Okay.
thought, oh, this is not good.
Right. Was
This is
anyone
not
home?
good. Yeah, my eldest son was
Okay. Yep.
in the shed or whatever.
Yeah, yep.
And I'm at the side of the house.
I'm just getting a visually. Your bum's up in the air.
Well, not by this time because
Oh, that was just to stop it from going down the hill.
Yes.
Right, okay. Right. Are you pinned underneath this thing?
yes, darling. Yes, that's the whole point. I'm pinned, and I'm going. Oh, this suddenly is not good, right?
Like a turtle on its front.
And I could see that
Yep.
I was sort of on the way out.
Really?
Yeah, and
So how long you pinned
so I copped a bit of a worse whack than I'd realised.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I thought, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Because I was up looking at myself, right?
What? Okay.
I was outside
Yeah.
looking at myself and going,
Jeez.
oh, you're a bit
Yeah.
buggered there, mate.
Didn't think we'd go this
It's
way.
stuck. You're a bit stuck there. What do you do? So I said to myself, no, not going to happen.
Yeah.
No, come back in.
Yeah.
Just come back into the body
Okay.
and called out to my son,
Wow.
Nick.
Were you losing? Like, was it on? Where was it sitting? On the back of your neck?
Straight across my neck.
Jesus. So you're basically passing out and losing oxygen to the
Yes.
brain.
Yes.
Wow.
I guess. I
And
don't know.
so,
Well, I just wasn't going to die that day, Shay.
when you're going through the gates and God said, "No, fuck off, we don't want you."
I didn't even get to the gates. I wasn't going to go up to. I wasn't getting that far to have a choice, mate. I wasn't going to give nobody no choice about it.
$5 admission. Oh, I've only got $2. You know. Yep. Well, back you go.
Rude.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, no, I called out to Nick, and
Yep.
he came down, and he couldn't really lift it.
It was
nice-
a heavy pole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he just gave it one almighty
Yep.
lift.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
people do.
Yep.
You know what they say.
Well, it's
When it's required, the
Yeah.
strength is there.
yeah, mums picking up cars with their kids underneath or something. You know, yeah, they'll superhuman strength
Yeah.
to save the ones you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pulled my head out and jumped on top of the pole. So there wasn't
He's
gonna-
doing it wrong.
True story.
Surprised you didn't put your bum up in the air. And Nick, make sure it doesn't rag down the bottom. You know, yeah. Even
You
like
know-
that's so. There was that was a near death experience, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a close one.
And,
did you do
when
any?
I had my heart attack?
Oh, when did you have a heart attack?
2015. I've got to remember all the time.
Okay.
Rennie reminds me.
Right. Well, what were you doing when that happened?
I just woke up
Yeah. Okay.
and
Sat up in bed.
yeah, I put the dog out
Mm.
because Maxie was just a pup,
Yep.
and put him outside, and I started to get a bit of a pain in the chest.
Yeah.
Rennie looked at me and said, "You all right?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'll breathe through it. I've
Yeah.
been breathing through these pains for a year or two."
Yeah. Right.
There's a lot to be said for yoga.
It all started with the pole on your bucket.
So I breathed through it, and then breathed through it a bit more. And she said, "I think we should go to the hospital."
Yeah.
I said, "No, I'll be right.
Yeah.
And then she went out the kitchen.
Okay.
And I just then fell on the floor.
Wow. Okay.
And like
right.
on all fours.
Yeah.
And I said, because I told her, let's go see the doctor or whatever I said.
Yep.
But I'll have a shower first.
Okay. You stunk, obviously, from the gym or the sauna you just had. Yeah. Anyway. So you decided to have a shower before.
And then I thought, no, this is worse than what I'm letting myself know.
Right.
Because if I do the shower, I'll fall over. She won't be able to lift me up.
No. Yeah. Yep.
So
that's dead weight.
She threw me in the car, and the hospital's just up the road.
Yeah. Okay. And you were in mid-heart attack? Or you had a heart attack?
I was having it.
Having it?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And, I didn't get that.
No, clear. Yeah. Okay.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And thankfully, one of the best heart specialists around.
So you
was on call that weekend.
You're in good hands.
So
they
rushed me through.
Yeah. And you're still here to tell the story.
Well, if it wasn't for Rennie, I'd be dead.
Yeah. No, it's strange that
some people wouldn't mind that.
That pole, for one.
The pole wouldn't mind. You know the sad part about that frickin' pole?
Yeah, what?
I've got it back up the top, and I never used the bastard.
The unusable pole. Yeah.
Unusable pole.
Like you'd think you'd make it into a totem pole or something after that. It's just to commemorate the moment, you know. But
no, I think I probably subconsciously thought I better leave it alone.
Yeah. Okay. Call it a day. Yeah. You should go find that pole and do something with it now. Put it out the backyard to where your fire pit used to be. Yeah. Last one. Develop a sense of purpose.
Purpose.
Yeah. That important?
Apparently.
Yeah. So now that you've retired from the real estate game, you are and you've gone through some self-development, self-healing.
Yeah.
What's your new purpose?
My new purpose?
Or the purpose that you always had.
Change.
Yeah, okay. So what's your purpose?
My life purpose is to lead people and create things that make a difference to me and to the people.
Good.
It's always been the way.
Yeah. I think
it's always been there.
I think that's why we're connected in so many ways. Yeah. You've got this heart about you that, as introverted it is very warm, and you care about people, and you actually want to see people succeed. And
I do.
Yeah. So I think that's a big part of it.
I don't admit that very often.
Well, I'm glad you did it on the camera. After
his bloody sauna says, be careful.
Yeah. You don't know what you get yourself into. But I think in some ways, that's a big part of life for myself as well. Is I want to see everyone win. I want to, and if I can serve and help, I will.
Yeah.
So I think that's but it makes you feel good. It's a selfish thing as well. But it's to align people, to help people to reach what they want to do.
I'm learning it to do it in a way that suits the person.
Yeah. Okay.
Not so much gung ho.
Yep.
Push myself down the throats.
No. Yeah. So do it a bit of tact and Yeah. Okay.
Back in the days, I was pretty forceful.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think we all start. Like we're bloody bulls at the gate.
Yes.
And I think the older we get, we start to realise that doesn't work, and it's a lot of waste of energy.
Well, it's also offensive.
Yeah. Yep.
It's easy to offend people.
Yeah. Do you ever? I can tell you the date that I remember. Like I actually said to myself, I'm not getting mad, and I'm not reacting to someone else that wants me to react, because I could feel the adrenaline, I could feel the blood pulsing through my veins, and I, in that moment, stopped myself and calmed down and didn't give them what they wanted.
Cool.
And it just diffuses everything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you yell at someone, hey, and they're like, yeah, like, what problems are you solving? But you're just yelling at each other,
Correct.
and you're coming to each other's frequencies, but you're not working anything out.
No.
You know, there's no good comes from it.
No.
So keep you calm.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I think there is. I'm toying with the idea though of getting out in nature and yelling and beating my chest and all that sort of shit. You know, because I think there's something about that as well that's not directed towards human beings, but also just feeling alive and present.
It's a fantastic release.
Yeah.
I used to do a exercise every morning, which was raise my arms up.
Yep.
And then drop them.
Yeah.
And then in between my legs.
Yep.
And at the same time, I'd call out rather loudly.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. And
How many times did you do this?
Back in the day, I'd do it every morning.
Okay. Well, it's like on repeat though, like 5-10 reps.
Oh, whatever I felt like.
Okay. All right.
They get louder as you get going.
Yeah.
And that's when I was living at Sugarbag.
Yeah. Okay.
And I could imagine that the people over
Yeah.
lower would probably hear this thing going on.
What is this bloody animal?
It's what it's like.
Derek, get the gun. We don't know what it is.
And my son was there. There's Pop doing his umpas.
Well, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
And so
that releases a lot of
Yeah.
just pent up energy.
Yeah,
which
for
is
sure,
good.
for sure. Well, I think the other thing is like, being indoors and on computers and stuff all the time is we're not grounding and being
No.
on grass and
But
releasing
you can
energy.
do that here.
It's hard, but like it's doable. But I've got to force myself to get out there.
Your neighbours might be a bit.
Yeah, it's like, why is this guy naked?
You don't have to be naked.
With a cup. Well, that's the way I like to do it, you know. Yeah. And why was he drinking a cup of tea? You know.
But no, that if you have a need to express and release energy, that's a good way to release it.
Yeah, get it out there. Yeah, you didn't have a heart attack after that, did you? That didn't bring on the heart.
No, probably wasn't
It's like,
very
oof. I was like, oh God, hang on, a little bit light-headed. No. But that's the other thing I noticed about you, Petro, too, is you do hang around quality human beings. Reni's example A, she is, the energy coming out of her is just bright, shining light. She's beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit too bright.
You just want to put your sunglasses on there.
That's when I try to control it, and then I get into trouble.
Yeah, right. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. Yeah. Good.
And then even Paul and Wendy. I'm going to come
people.
from Paul. I'm going to get him coming on the podcast too.
Oh, Paul. Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's a man of 100 quips.
Hey, mate. He's got them all.
He has. Yeah. So, yeah, but no, look, I'm so appreciative that you come in the sauna today for a chat too. I really appreciate it.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. Did you have fun?
Yeah, we always have.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get together very often, but
No,
when
we
we
don't.
do, it's serious. I call it serious fun.
It is. It's seriously fun.
Seriously fun. It's seriously sunny and Shay's sauna sessions.
Here's the alliteration
I'm
back
having
into it.
trouble saying that.
It's hard, you know. Well, yeah. Hey, Petro.
Could be all the red wine.
I love you, mate. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us in the sauna today. And well, there's nowhere to go check out any of your stuff. You're not a real estate agent anymore.
No.
Are you a self healer of any sort? Any websites? Are you?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, don't worry about getting in contact with Petro because he won't answer. Thanks,
he might.
mate.
Depends what's on offer.
Hey, you're a legend, mate. Much appreciated.
Cheers.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and we'll see you for the next sauna session.